What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm getting ready to head out and go back home, but I wanted to do a video right before I left. So I want to talk a little bit. I want to answer a question first. There was a question about SSI. I want to answer that question. And then I also want to talk just a little bit about the future and Social Security reform, what we can anticipate seeing in the very near future, because we're going to hear more talk about this. As soon as they're done with the debt ceiling, we're going to start hearing more talk of Social Security reform and how they're going to move forward. So we're going to talk about that. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And please let me know in the comments below if you are still getting notifications. This is an ongoing issue. I know you guys have heard this before. So if you are not getting notified, let me know. That way I can let YouTube know. Basically what I do is I just show them, look, I still have people in the comments saying they're not getting notified. And so YouTube can look into this whole situation of notifications not going out when I post a video. Also, please remember to follow me on Twitter at the TEC Show Live. I post over there, I post videos over there, I do tweets and retweets and all that good stuff, so you can get more valuable information on Twitter as well as watching my YouTube channel. Okay, let's talk a little bit about SSI. So I had someone post a comment, and they were just basically saying that SSI should be okay because politicians are saying they don't want to make cuts to Social Security. Now, when it comes to Social Security benefits and SSI, they come from different banks. So money for Social Security is collected through the payroll tax, the FICA tax, and that money goes into a trust fund, and then that's the money that is being spent when it comes to benefits for people receiving Social Security. People on SSI, that money is coming from the general fund. Okay, so we talked a little bit about entitlements before. We talked about the fact that the funds for Social Security is separate from the general fund. However, when it comes to SSI, that money comes from the general fund. And so if Congress wanted to make cuts, they could make cuts to SSI because it is a part of the general fund. It's not in the same funding that Social Security is in. However, the Social Security Administration, they are the ones that deliver on the payments when it comes to SSI, but they're getting that money from the general fund. And so let me give you an example. If we were to see cuts in the Social Security Administration, their overall budget, that could mean that SSI could see some cuts. Okay, now I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I don't want to scare you guys, but I just want you to understand that the money is coming from two different places. So the money for Social Security, that's one place. The money for SSI, that's coming from another place. That's coming from that general fund. And the general fund is what they're looking at right now. The politicians are talking about the general fund and making cuts to the general fund. They're not making cuts to Social Security and Medicare right now. They're just focused on the general fund. So I just wanted to make that clear because some people, and at least one person in the comments made a mention of SSI should be okay because it's a part of Social Security. And they are right. It is a part of Social Security, but it is not coming from the same bank. So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions about that, just post them down below. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about Social Security reform and what we can anticipate seeing. Now I go over this at least once a month just to kind of let you guys know where we are when it comes to the talks in Social Security. So right now, we have Senator Bernie Sanders' plan. That's the $2,400 raise. That's the $200 per month raise. That is on the table. That is something that Senator Bernie Sanders has introduced in the Senate, and we'll have to see if that goes anywhere. That's the first plan. Now, when we look at the second plan, we have Senator King and Senator Cassidy. They're trying to put together this bipartisan bill, and this bill would also reform Social Security, but they want to do it through investing. Okay, so they want to borrow money from the American people, basically, invest that money, and with the returns, they will use that to help offset the deficit when it comes to Social Security. So there's no guarantee with that because it's an investment and it will take time. They also want to raise the full retirement age, or at least Senator Cassidy wants to raise the full retirement age. Senator King at this point has not mentioned that he wants to raise that full retirement age. And so those are the two plans that we're looking at right now. Now, when it comes to Senator King's plan, Senator King and Senator Cassidy, right now we don't have it on paper. We don't know exactly what they plan to do. We just know that they're talking right now. There's this bipartisan group of senators that are talking about some type of reform for Social Security. So it's at least good that we have politicians talking about this. We have one bill that's been introduced. We have another bill, Senator Cassidy's bill, that will probably be introduced in the very, very near future. And then we'll just have to go from there. Now, we still have the House. They still need to get this through the House. So even if it passes in the Senate, it's still going to need to pass the House. And so there's going to have to be a lot of negotiating to get that done. But that's where we are right now. That's what we're looking at. Now, Senator Cassidy also mentioned that there could be money left over for a raise for Social Security. So he did say that they want to invest this money. And if they get good returns, then they'll have money left over to actually provide a raise for people currently receiving Social Security. He's also indicated that this is not going to affect anyone that's currently receiving Social Security. However, people who are younger, it could affect them as far as there could be some cuts later down the road. We're talking 30 years down the road. And so that's what we're looking at right now. I just wanted to clear that up because people are still kind of going back and forth. Well, where are we when it comes to Social Security reform? This is important for us to focus on right now. And I know I do have some people also in the comments that are saying, well, just let me know when it happens. We need to focus on it now because they're putting things together now. If we don't focus on it now, we wait until after they've put this bill together and they're moving it through Congress, it's too late at that point. So if you guys have problems with what they're doing, if let's say the full retirement age, you don't want them to raise that full retirement age up to 70, this is the time for you to voice your opinion. And in the description of all of my videos, I have the switchboard. So you can call that switchboard, talk to your congressperson, or at least talk to their staff and let them know how you feel about certain things when it comes to different bills that they're trying to get passed. And if you are very adamantly against raising that full retirement age to 70, let them know. That's your job, to let them know, hey, this is not appropriate. This is not something that we want to see. And then maybe we can get politicians to say, okay, they're paying attention to us when it comes to Social Security. So we better make sure we do the right thing when it comes to reforming Social Security. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.